This is a session recap for the 28th day of August. By the way, uh, about an hour from now, this all get rendered. I render them all afterwards, and then you go into the academy, and let me log in here, and you log in, and you'll be able to take a look at this. And you go here, it says New York live session right there. All right, so today, if I said something that you said, wow, I'd like to hear that again, it'll be posted here. You can watch the whole hour and a half that we were here, all right, today. It'll be posted above here. All right, then the session recap, which is a very short video, just quickly goes over everything, will be located here. So tonight at the Asian market or later in Sydney, you go, I think I want to go trade. I can't remember what we were talking about this morning. It's going to be a little 8-minute video here. You can watch it. We'll go through every one of the currencies and you can decide, yeah, the market looks exactly the same. Okay, well, good. See, that's what its purpose is. All right. So this morning we were watching the dollar index and the dollar initially was going up. We were up all day until we hit the 1.618 pip. We did have a trend, and now you can see this is an A, B, C, which could set up to sell, but it could set up to sell, but we're above the zero line break on the MACD, which means we have to consider that this is nothing more than a pullback. All right. So once they do 5 waves to the downside, they do an A, B, C. All right. Then they have to decide whether to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the downside. The next is 5 waves, one way or the other. Which way? Because we finished the corrective move, which was the ABC. Do we know what it is? No. What does MACD say? You're a buyer. That's what it said. You are a buyer. All right. But the candles are coming down. All right. So in other words, it's not clear yet. All right. Now, once they break below here, right there, that's former resistance is support. Support means they could go up, but if they break it to the downside, they've broken support, and now we are officially a seller. They bounce here, we're officially a buyer. What are we doing? We're waiting for that information. We do not have it yet. All right, over to the euro. All right, euro needs to come down. It's trying. When the dollar was going up, it got a little chance, but now it's done. If the dollar goes up, this will break to the downside, and you'll need to take the channel off because you have finished your wave count to the upside. It's got a low ATR. Don't even bother trading it. Pound dollar, right? It already made the turn this morning, and where did it go? 2 pips from the ATR. It missed the ATR by 2 pips. That's all. See that? No, the one beside it is Andy. See, this is U.S. dollar index. This is XAU, and this is what XAG, silver, gold, and dollar. So when I pull this one up, I'm only looking for the dollar. But the whole thing is called XAG USD because it has all those different currencies on it. See? All right. Does that help you, Andy? It's a great observation. You're pretty astute, right on top of that. Get your glasses. There you go. No, it can be confusing. So we missed it there. All right. Now, what does the chart say? We're going to continue down, which that tells you that they think the dollar is going up. All right. How do I know that? All right. Well, you can see right here. We're turning over down. 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 We were down. All right. So they're telling us they think dollar is going to go up and they're going to continue on down. So we wait for that information. And if you can break this bottom right down here, you can break that bottom right there, then your trade is here tonight, right down in there. If it's not, then you're going to go up here. All right. But if you go up here, you got to be careful. Why do you got to be careful? Because this could be a left shoulder. That could be a head. One little move up to the right shoulder, and then we go. So we don't have that yet. Again, we're waiting for information. Don't make a trade till you're confident you got it. All right. All right. Over to dollar Swissy. It's going to help us with the dollar. What does it tell us? The dollar is not going up. That's what it tells us. Remember, dollar Swissy, the Swiss franc is pegged to the dollar. It doesn't float against the dollar. It's pegged. That means that whatever it's doing is what the dollar is doing. All right. So what is going to do? They broke it to the downside. We had it up when the dollar was up this morning. All right. So what do we do now? Well, now we got to watch. All right. I'll get more information. All right. over to dollar yen. All right. Dollar yen, we're waiting for a breakout down right here. As the dollar goes down, dollar is the base currency here. We're looking for that with a target all the way down at 143.18, holding for 143 even number right there. We're in a big sideways move. You can see the ABC, A, B, C. All right, that's a corrective move to do that. So we're scheduled to do that, but we got to break, hook, and go here before we ever get it. Wait for that tonight in the Asian market. It's too late to trade it today. All right, over to Aussie dollar. All right, Aussie dollar. It went down. We have a rising wedge. All right, here, let me put the line on here. Don't have it. Trade it clone, drag it out to the support, minimize it. All right, so it could be a channel. Looks like a rising wedge. But it comes down here and bounces on the channel and up, then it's a channel. So I got to be ready for that. It breaks the channel, I'm all over that sell to the downside. All right. Aussie to the downside requires dollar to the upside. What information do we have right now? Dollar is going to go down. That means we're going to most likely do the double top. Do we have the information here yet? No. Do we want to trade it at a day chart top? No. So we walk away from Aussie dollar. Euro yen. Euro yen, we're waiting for the bounce here or possibly a breakout. Down here, we're a seller. Up here, we're a buyer. We're in no man's land right here. If we get a break up here, the target is 162.19. It's 162.20 area right up there. Holding for the 1270 at 162.56. Pound yen. Now, pound yen's saying a totally different thing. It's saying, yeah, we are going down, baby. We're going down. All right, MACD, you just got a zero line break to the downside right there, and you're getting at a MACD, zero line in the MACD and a T3 break right there. See the T3 break right there? That's 82% going to go in that direction. Do you want to buy this with an 82% chance of going down? No. All right. Do I have any room? I have no room. So walk away until you get a new ATR and more information. New Zealand dollar. Right. New Zealand dollar, another rising wedge, which is a sell sign. There's the channel in case it comes down and bounces. MACD's already showing you divergence right now. As you can see, this last little piece is going down. This little piece is going up. That's a sell sign. All right. Has it happened yet? No, we're still in the rising wedge. All right. So the target is only here. You don't have 55 pips, and you probably won't get enough room to trade this at all because it's got a very low ATR. It is over 55 pips, but barely. All right. Over to Aussie yen. All right, Aussie yen, we have it up this morning because of the dollar. And right now it just went sideways. It didn't do anything. Did we miss anything? No, we didn't miss a thing. All right. We have it up. There's the trade right there. If it goes up, we are above the zero line break. We got a MACD break and a T3 break. That's 82% going in that direction. All right. Why won't it do it 100%? Because 18% of the time the dollar flips. And when the dollar flips, you got to go with it. All right. So there you go. That's why you got to watch the dollar like a hawk every day. Look at the dollar maybe 8, 10, 15 times a session. All right. But it's going to help you. Big sideways move, nothing to do in here. You're Aussie. You're Aussie. Just missed its target by 2 pips there. All right. It is a structure. There's the horse structure. What is it? It's a channel to the downside. We're in a 1, 2, 3 wave. That's where we're at. I'm going to put the 3 wave on using the HSI. I go to the top of the 2 wave and I click sell. I change it to yellow. So I instantly know I'm in a 3 wave. That's it. And you can see they know the number. They knew the number. They knew the number. They know the numbers. So they know this number down here. So you can see where the overall target is down here. All right. You can see the trade. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. See how easy it is to see? It's right there. All right. Oh, okay. Well, we got to wait for 5 o'clock when we get a new ATR. All right. So whatever this is right here, if it stays right here, so here's the ATR last night. The ATR tonight would bring it down to here. See, because it's roughly the same. So you'd be looking for 62, 62 tonight. All right, there we go. All right, over to Swiss yen. Swiss yen looking for a bounce. Well, we've got a flag pattern to the upside. Need a break, hook, and go. Can't trade it this time of day because we don't have an Aussie or New Zealand in it. Okay. So, but our target right now is 172.15. I'd actually target 172.50 tonight. If it continues up, MACD tells you we're going to do that. So if it continues on up, I'd target 172.50 tonight. Pound Aussie. All right, Pound Aussie comes screaming down, as you can see, two big moves right here. All right, we don't have enough room left to trade it. We want this trade down here, right here, or we want the bounce up here. What are we going to get? I don't know yet. We're not here. We're not there. All right. So remember, if we do break to the downside, this is the ATR today. So the ATR tonight will be all the way down to this area down in here. All right. Wait for 5 o'clock. Get a new ATR. All right. Well, I don't have ATR. I'm on MT4. Then go put it on. Practice using it. You'll get the numbers and you have to do all the work. And you got to put them in the charts and then you got to tear them all off tomorrow and do them again. And you got to tear them all off and do them again every single day. Takes about an hour a day. All right. But it's one of the keys to trading is you got to know a valid target. All right. You're in New Zealand. We're just shy of target right now. Got about maybe 20 pips maybe to the target right there. Notice that this was our 5th wave target. We figured that out all the way back up here. I put it on there so you can see that that's what it does. What did it do? Right to the target. Why did you know that? Because I'm a target trader. I know how to target trade. That means I don't trade for 5, 8, 10 pips. I trade for hundreds of pips. All right. I don't have to trade every day because when I get a trade, I'm making 150, 200, 300 pips. All right. I'm not pressured to trade every day. All right? Just shy of target. This is a big trade. If it keeps on going, we're coming down to this area tonight, probably down into at least down to 7,700. Pound New Zealand, if it continues. Pound New Zealand, almost to the ATR target now. We're going to hit this bottom and maybe that's it. All right. We're waiting for it to see if it bounces in the range or breaks out the range. MACD tells you watch for the breakout of the range right now to the downside. Whatever that is right there is what you're going to do here. Probably coming down to 2.1 thousand tonight. New Zealand yen. All right. New Zealand yen got it up. And no, it was no guarantee these are going up, folks. All right. So MACD is already moving down, but we're above the 0 line break. So we have to consider that's a pullback to go again. All right. You can see you got a channel on here. I'm going to go ahead and put the channel on. Right there. All the way back there. Heart line, heart line, heart line, heart line, heart line. Almost a heart line. So there it is. All right. Watching for a bounce on the channel wall. Back up. Right up there. And where are we going? All the way up here to 90.86 if we get that bounce. All right. So there you go. Aussie Swissy. All right. Got a breakout. Waiting for this all morning. Just happening now. This is tradable. Why? Because it's got an Aussie in it. Why can I trade that and not anything else? Because the next session is Sydney. It'll start now when they got participants to drive it through there, and it'll finish in the Sydney market. All right. So I can trade this anytime. It's going to be, as long as I get a break hook and go. I'm in the break. I'm in a break and a hook. We're in the go right now. All right. So you can't sell here. You got to let it come back up. All right. Where does it have to go back up? At least halfway. So the trade setup here is before you enter, let it center. Should bounce on this bottom and go halfway up. That's your trade. And the target is down here at 56.80. Pound Swissy. All right. Nice trade live to the downside. Mark, you're doing great on that. Everybody's good who traded that. Everybody else is going, why didn't I trade it? We went through it. It was the only currency besides the yen that we could trade. And yet we sit right here and we didn't trade it. 2 traders did though. So nice job for those of you who did. Underway, doing well, Mark. You're going to be well over 300 pips by the time you finish this trade. So nice job, Mark. All right, target is right down here. Let me get rid of this now. Target is down here at 1090, and we're looking for 1087 for it to stall out at. Aussie New Zealand. All right, Aussie New Zealand, we're almost at target right now, and we just missed it by 57. 3 pips is all we missed it by right there. All right, there we go. And it's the session recap for today.